What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Nichols YouTube channel. Today is Main Deck Monday. Today we are visiting Primal Kyogre. Now, we haven't talked about Primal Kyogre since States, which was in March of this year, so a long time ago. But now we're going to revisit Primal Kyogre, and if you haven't seen it before, you're going to see today how it works. And this is personally a deck I like a lot. Like, I had a lot of fun at States playing it. It's just a really unique deck, and let's go over it. So first off, Primal Kyogre X is your main attacker. First off, it has a really cool trait called Alpha Growth. When you attach an energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, you may attach 2 energy cards. So that's really cool because by turn 2, maybe turn 3 with Mega Turbos, you can start attacking with Primal Kyogre. Even though it needs 4 water energies, and usually when you see 4 water energies, you're like, oh, you have to play Blastoise. But not with Primal Kyogre. You have Mega Turbos, you have the Aftergrowth trait, and you're good to go. Now, Tidal Storm does 150, but you have to move 2 energies from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So that's kind of like a downside, but I'll show you how it's not really a downside at all. But this attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon EX, which is great. So you do 150 and 30 to bench Pokemon EX. And obviously you can see the combo of where you can Life Center the next turn, bring up another EX Pokemon, do 150 and 30 to another bench Pokemon, and take 4 prize cards within 2 turns of attacking, which is great. Now, Primal Kyogre is not really going to one-shot that many EX Pokemon. We have ways to do it, and we'll go over in the video. But this is your main attacker, this is what you're going to use, and I really do like this concept of 150, move it 2 energies, doing 30 to bench Pokemon, and it has 240 HP, which is a lot to deal with, especially for like Night March. Vespiquen hits for weakness. Yveltal is a really good matchup. Like, it has good matchups across the board, except for Vespiquen. If your area is filled with Vespiquen, do not play Primal Kyogre. But if it's filled with Night March and stuff, you should still be okay. But even though Vespiquen's still a threat, we're going to find ways to maybe beat it. I'm not sure if it is 100% way to beat it, but we have maybe 1 ounce. But your baby attacker is going to be Kyogre EX. It has a Water Pulse, which is actually a decent attack. It's 30, and your opponent's auto asleep, which is great, so they have to flip a coin to wake up. And the attack is Giant Whirlpool, 140. Return 2 water energy cards from this Pokemon. My goodness. Return 2 water energy attached to this Pokemon to your hand. It's okay. 140 is not a lot, and they're not spreading the damage, and you have to turn the water energies into your hand, which is not that great. Now, with this deck, you used to play Keldeo, but obviously Keldeo is rotated, so you have to play Zoroark. Zoroark has stand-in, you can switch this Pokemon from your bench to your active, and then if it has a Floatstone, you can retreat it. But our attack's going to be Mind Jack, which is actually, I think it's a better attacker than Keldeo. Mind Jack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this is maybe going to be your Vespiquen counter. I am not sure. It's a non-EX attacker for sure. It does, 160 damage base, so they have a full bench of 5, and after you spread that 30 damage, you can, do 180 total, which is great. Which is, 190, because, sorry, 150, then plus a 10, and then plus 30, 190, which knocks out all the X's in the game. I know not for Wailord and not the Megas, but still, Zoroark is a really good backup attacker, and I think it's better than Keldeo, because Keldeo need a bunch of energy. It's like, with 3 waters, you're only doing 110, and with Zoroark, with the DCE, you have the potential to do a lot. And of course, we play 1 Shaman to set up, and that's our all our Pokemon right now. We play a 3-3 line of Kyogre, 2-2 Zoroark, and 1 Chebe. Alright, so that's our Pokemon. Let's go over everything else. Now, we play 2 Dive Balls, search your deck for a water Pokemon, reveal it, and put it to your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Now, used to be when we played this deck, you'd play like 4 Dive Balls, like Keldeo's, a Suicune, and Kyogre, but obviously Suicune's rotated, Keldeo's rotated, so you need other stuff in the deck. We have 1 energy retrieval, put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, which is cool because what you can do is early game discard some water energies and later on use energy retrieval and then attach both of them due to alpha growth, which is cool. 3 Mega Turbo just to help you get that turn 2 attack. Like I said, you can discard some water energies and Mega Turbo into this guy, and then so what you can do turn 1, attach a water energy, turn 2, Mega Turbo, and then use Alpha Growth to attach 2 from your hand, which is great. So you can potentially you can attack by turn 2 if you get the optimal setup. 1 Professor Lair to search deck for 2 water energies, 1 Super Rod to get 3 in combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards, For the most part, you're going to use it to get back Zoroarks and Zoro, but you can use it to get back a Water Energy if need be. 3 Trainers Mail just to help with consistency. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal a Trainers card. You're going to have 3 Ultra Balls. So we're playing a 3-2 split. I'm not sure if it's the best. You mean you're only Ultra Balling for the Zoroark, Zora, and the Shaman, and also you need Ultra Balls to discard Water Energy. You could maybe bump it up to 4-2, but I like the 2 Dive Ball right now because you don't have to discard anything when you play it. 4 Via Seeker to reuse supporter cards. Now we play 1 Giovanni Scheme. Like I said earlier, you know, Primal Kyogre is not really one-shotting anything, but if you Giovanni Scheme and use its first effect, or not first effect, the second effect, you're going to do 20 more damage to the active Pokemon. Man, if this is like 20 more damage overall, that means like the bench damage would be 50-50-50. That's, oh man, that'd be amazing. But you know, you can do 170 now and knock out an EX almost at it anywhere. Of course, they have like 180, you're not going to take a knockout. But if they have 170, which is a lot of Pokemon in the game right now, you can just kind of like attack them out of nowhere. If they're like, alright, I'm going to stall with this EX Pokemon, there's really no way they can attack me. And you're like, alright, whatever, Giovanni's game, take a knockout, which is great. Now, we do play 1 Hex Maniac in the deck. Now, it makes it where both players don't have abilities until the end of your opponent's turn. Now, this is going to be used for Giratina, and I know Giratina is kind of falling off, but if you don't have a Hex Maniac in your deck, you're going to lose to Giratina because you really can't attack him. I mean, you can Water Pulse him in the Giant Whirlpool. I think it has 180, so you have to, like, double Water Pulse and Giant Whirlpool, and you can't even attach DCEs while they're Chaos and Will because it locks you out of that. So, you need the Hex Maniac to help attack with Primal Kyogre, and you might be saying that's a really hard combo to pull off, but not really. You just need 1 Tidal Storm for 150, and then you can use this Kyogre to do the Water Pulse for 30 for a knockout. 1 Life Center to bring a Pokemon off the bench. 3 Birch, 4 Sycamore. Never play Shauna. Don't play it. Don't play Shauna. I'm never going to play Shauna. 4 Rough Seas. And now Rough Seas is a really, really good card in this deck. It's the same concept with Manectric EX. You know, Manectric EX has free retreat. You can switch between different Manectrics and heal your Pokemon. Well, that's the same thing with Kyogre. You're going to, you know, stand in, retreat to a new Kyogre, while Rough Seas heal off that damaged Kyogre. And you can also power up different Kyogres by using the Tidal Storm. And you're like, alright, now we're going to go to this Kyogre, and now we're going to go to this Kyogre, while still using Rough Seas in between turns to heal your Kyogres. And that's why I really, really do like this deck. You have this tanky 240 HP Pokemon, you're not going to one-shot it, and you have this Auto Heal 30, which heals from all of your water Pokemon, not just from one, all of them, which is great. 2 Flowstone to give your Zoroarks for retreat. 3 Spirit Links, and there used to be Heart Charms in this deck. I think it was Heart Charms, or Eviolites. I can't remember exactly which one it was. So that way they're doing 20 less damage to you, but now, that's because we didn't have Mega Turbos back in States. That's a whole different format. But now we can use the Spirit Links to evolve, and then Mega Turbos, which is great. 2 DCE and 10 Water Energy. Now, even though Alpha Growth, you know, says you can only attach 2 energy, you can attach a Water, then a DCE, and when you Tidal Storm, you have the option to, like, move the Water Energy and the DCE, or just the DCE, or double Water. It's a really cool combo with DCE because of some weird rulings. Because if you select like 1 Water and then the DCE is only 1, but if you do the DC by itself, it's 2. It's just some weird ruling. It's a retreat ruling that we've had for a really long time, and I really do like this thing. So what you can do is you can actually like Tidal Storm a DC onto to Zoroark, and the next turn use Mind Jet to take a knockout. Or you can just move 2 Waters to the other Kyogre. And also, if you get Headringer, you could use DC as well to help you get around Headringer if you don't get those Spirit Links down fairly quickly. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed Kyogre. I have a lot of fun playing with this deck. It's like I said before, it's a really good. I really do like this deck a lot. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, putting its Lurking Power, playing a Fighting Colors deck, and supposedly they have the advantage. Maybe he has that power over us, and he has a Groudon coin. Maybe he's playing Groudon Shaman. Oh, buddy, that could be it would be an interesting matchup for sure. But we won the coin flip, and yes, we would like to go first. All right, on to our turn. Let's see what kind of party we can have turn 1. Whoopie Mulligan turn 1, that's for sure. And all right, there's a Scorched Earth, the Silent Lab. Okay, so it definitely looks like a Groudon deck. Groudon, and okay. We get double Kyogre, we get a Dive Ball, we get a Water Energy, and we see, okay, so, oh man, there's the Spirit Links So it's going to be the battle of the primals. Who's going to win out? We get 2 mulligan draws. Alrighty, so I like those. I like draw mulligans. Turn 1. That's very great for us. Alright, and I guess we'll start with Kyogre. That's really our only choice. And we're going to put another Kyogre down. And maybe if we top deck an Ultra Ball, we could have a cool turn 1. Let's see. Yes, we like to draw. Yes, we like to draw. And nothing really. We get a Zoro, which is great. We can use it for stand-in later. Put a Water Energy on the active. And we will just use a Birch. We could use a Hex Maniac, but I don't think we really need to shut anything off. So we'll Birch in. No, Birch, you let us down. Alright, well, we'll get another Zoro down, and we will just end our turn. Next turn, we got the Zoroark. We got a Water Energy. Maybe... Well, I don't know if we want to attach the Water Energy straight away. If we can top deck an Ultra Ball, get out Shaman, draw to have 6 while discarding the Water Energy, it could be really clutch. We see a Karina coming down. Gonna look for probably a Groudon, and there's the Groudon, the king himself. Now, Groudon, it does have the possibility to one-shot a Kyogre if it gets, like, 2 strong energies. Yeah, 2 strong energies is a knockout. A strong energy with a Fighting Stadium is a knockout. We see a Groudon coming down. What was the other card they got? Okay, there's a letter. Probably searching for some fighting energies. Maybe start damaging this Kyogre. We see 2 fighting energies. Maybe he has an Ultra Ball. Did he get the Ultra Ball of Karina? I feel like he got an Ultra Ball of that Karina. And I just missed it. I was going to say whiffed it. Okay, there we see an Ultra Ball. Discarding a Lycan and a fighting energy. Probably getting on another Groudon. Okay, no, a Shaman. And he's going to attach a fighting energy to the Landers, I imagine. Okay. Now, the good thing about this is if we get the Rough Seas out, we can heal our Kyogre. We see a Shaman drawn up to 3. And let's see if we can get a crazy turn, too. Like I said, if we top deck an Ultra Ball, we would be in really good shape. We see a Silent Lab come down. Well, never mind that idea. Okay. Never mind. Silent Lab just kind of messed everything up. We see a Shadow Power doing 20 to our Kyogre. And a Fighting Energy going down to that Groudon. Alrighty, on to our turn. Let's see, what do we top deck? Well, we get Ultra Ball, discard the Water, and Zoroark, and hopefully the other Zoroark is not prized. Alright, well, I wish for the... I got what I wished for, but he put down the Silent Lab. Alright, so we will... Burst Seeker for the not for Sycamore, for Birch. Come on, Birch, don't let us down, buddy. Get that heads, come on in. Okay, Tails. Alright, well, I guess we will just Primal Evolve, and next turn we can Mega Turbo, and maybe hit double energy and start attacking with this Primal Kyogre in the active spot. And, okay, on to our opponent's turn. Going to draw a card, of course. And there's another fighting energy going to the Groudon. And let's see, does he have another energy in the discard pile? Oh, what card is he using? Okay, another Karina. This could get a Link and a Primal Groudon. That's not a bad idea at all. Getting a Link and a Primal Groudon. There's a Primal Groudon. Let's see, does he grab that Link or not? And we're going to find out together. Yep, there's a Spirit Link, so that way his turn does not end. But next turn, like I said, we can Mega Turbo, and we need to hit 2 energies at the same time. We see a Link go down to Groudon, a Primal Groudon coming down. And probably just a Shot of Power for 20. Unless he's got like an Ultra Ball, discard more fighting energies. But let's see what my opponent does. Okay, Shot of Power for another 20. Putting Primal Kyogre at 40. And on to our turn. Let's see, what do we top deck? Water Energy, which is not what we want to draw to and straight away. We'll just Sycamore, and hopefully we hit some kind of double energy attachment. Alright, well, we will Rough Seas. We will use a Rough Seas. And I'm trying to think, do we stand in and just Mind Jack for 3, 6, 9, 10 for 100? Or do we... Yeah, let's do that. Let's stand in. And we are going to use Mind Jack. I know it's not going to knock him out, but we can save our Kyogre from being hurt next turn. So do 100, and then next turn we can potentially knock out this this Landers with the Zoroark, or maybe use the bench Kyogre. There's a lot of different possibilities we could do next turn. We could. No, we can't. No, we can't. Never mind. I was going to say, if we Lysander the Landers, the Giovanni Scheme, we can knock him out. but you can't double support her. Alright, so let's see. There we see a treat into the Groudon. Oh no. Looks like party time. There's a fighting energy. Show me Mega Turbo. Come on. Okay, Mega Turbo going down to the Groudon, and we will see a Gaia Volcano. Oh no, Verse Seeker for the Lysander. But that would not be a knockout. It would only do 200 damage, which is great for us. If he goes for Lysander, he could go for a Karina. Okay, oh, there, never mind. Karina coming down. All right, okay, cool. And we're gonna see Karina probably getting a. I don't know actually. There's another Groudon. He's playing the promo one. I think it has the same attacks and everything, so not that really big of a deal. And maybe another Verse Seeker. Or an Ultra Ball for another Shaman. Let's see what he decides to do here. An Ultra Ball, and like I said, the Ultra Ball could get him a second Shaman to help set up because he really doesn't have anything that I know of. I could be wrong, and he could be sitting on a really good hand. Yep, it's the same Groudon. Alright, we see a Spirit Link coming down as well into that guy. And, I mean, he's just going to knock us out. He can't really use the Ultra Ball because he only has one card in his hand. So we're going to see Zoroark get knocked out by getting 400 damage to it. Alrighty. Fantastic. Alright, so our turn, we're going to send to this Primal Kyogre, and let's, hopefully we get some good draws. On to our turn. Fantastic. We got a Water Energy we really don't need. We're going to put down the Roughs. No, we're not going to put down the Rough Seas. We're just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We need some Water Energies. There we go. Alrighty, we can Water Energy, attach another Water Energies. Yes, we like to use that again. And we will use Tidal Storm for 150, and it'll do 30 to the Shaman and 30 to this to the other Groudon. And it'll move 2 waters onto this bench Kyogre. And press done. Alrighty. Now next turn we can knock out this Primal Groudon because it does only have 150 HP. Or it has 90 HP left. We can get a Professor, get 2 Water Energies. We can Energy Retrieval, get 2 Water Energies as well. There's a lot of different possibilities we can get next turn. We just need a Super Rod to get back in Zoroark. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a oh my goodness, he plays the other Primal Groudon. Okay. For a Shaman. And let's see, does he have the other Groudon in his hand already? There's a Scorched Earth. And we're going to see a Shaman. So right now this Groudon's going to do 200, but it needs a Strong Energy doesn't knock us out either, so that's great for us. So unless he has a Lysander to knock out this Kyogre, we'll be in good position right now. We see a Fighting Energy go out this Groudon. We see a Birch. Alright, so no Lysander this turn. Come on, Birch. Work with us, buddy. Alrighty, so Birch giving our opponent 4 cards. And we're going to see a Gaia Volcano, most likely. Unless my opponent decides to retreat. There we see a Scorched Earth. And let's see what Lurking Power does here. I mean, imagine we'll see a Gaia Volcano. It will not knock us out. It will do only 200 damage, putting us at 210. Alrighty, on to our turn. We get a Trainer's Mail. We're looking for a Spirit Link. That's not a Spirit Link. Alright, well, we'll press done. We will let her... Do we let her? Yeah, we'll let her right now. And we'll save the Energy Retrieval for later. Oh, that was lucky. We only have 2 waters left in the deck. Alright, we'll put a Water Energy there. Use it again. Yes. And we're going to Verse Seeker for a Birch. Yeah, that seems like the best decision. We could Sycamore. Nope, we gotta believe in the Birch. We gotta believe in him. Come on, Birch, don't let us down. Alright, buddy, you did not let us down. I'm proud of you. And we'll put a Floatstone on this Zorua. We'll put down the Rough Seas. We will use Rough Seas. And this makes it where Landers cannot knock us out next turn. Well, if it gets a Strong Energy, Muscle Band, and a Fighting Stadium, he could knock us out. Now, I'm trying to contemplate, do we play Shaman? I'm going to say yes. Let's play Shaman. Draw on 2 cards. 1, 2. We get another Kyogre down. We can Trainer's Mail. And we are looking for a Link. Come on, Spirit Link. Alright, so we got a Spirit Link. So maybe next turn we could possibly get out another Kyogre. We'll put a Link on this Primal Kyogre right here. And we will Tidal Storm, knocking out this Primal Groudon. And we'll move 2 energies to the... we'll move it to the other Kyogre. That way we have 4 energies in this one as well. That seems like a great idea. Alright, so we're going to take a knockout, and all these Pokemon get hit for 30. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so we'll take 2 prize cards, going down to 4, taking the first EX knockout. We get a Trainer's Mail and a Water Energy. Okay, cool, so we can maybe start pounding up this guy. Now this Shaman has, what does it has? 50 HP, and this one has 80 HP. So those, well, this is a 3 snipe, and this is a 2 snipe. But either way, this guy's a 2 hit as well. Alright, we see a strong energy gun to this guy. Right now, Rip Claw will only do 50, which is not a knockout. Making sure. Now he needs a fighting stance to actually knock us out. There we see a Verse Seeker. This could get down to Karina. And if he gets a Karina to get a Primal Groudon and a Mega Turbo, and he has the other Mega Turbo in his hand, that would be great for my opponent. I mean, I can't really complain about that. And there we see a Primal Groudon, but it's not the one with this one right here, the one that heals all your damage. And let's see what else he gets at Karina. Hopefully he does not have 2 Mega Turbos. I haven't like access to him right now. That'd be pretty bad. I mean, he's played 1 so far. It probably plays 3. I think we saw a Mega Turbo. So there's a Primal Groudon coming down. Alrighty. And okay, there's 1 Mega Turbo. Let's see, does he have another one? Okay, there's 1. Does he have the other one? Alright, so he had, oh goodness, so he had double Mega Turbo, which is great. Alrighty. And now we're at a pickle. Oh, buddy, what do we do? We're gonna go down to, he's gonna go down to 3 prize cards. So Guy Volcano knocking us out. Alrighty. And I mean, we have a win in 2 turns. We just got to get really, really lucky, and it might be complicated, but we'll see what we can do. We'll send this Kyogre, and on to our turn. We get an Ultra Ball, which is great. Oh no! Oh yeah, this is fine. We're gonna discard a Birch and a Mega Turbo. Yes. All right, we need to see if the other Primal Kyogre is in the deck or not. Oh, buddy. All right, do we have Super Rod? We do have Super Rod. Okay, cool. Do we have another Verse Seeker? Oh, no. How many Verse Seekers have we played? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so there is a Verse Seeker prized. Oh, buddy. I wish I would have known this beforehand. So we'll get the... Oh, wait. Hold on. What did we discard? Yeah, I mean, that's our only option. Okay, we're fine. Put down this Primal Kyogre. We will... Trainer's Mail. I'm trying to hit a Birch. Okay, so there's a Birch. We could grab Super Rod to get back some cards, but we need a heads on this Birch. That's more important to us. So get a Birch. We will attach the Water Energy. And yes, we'll attach the second energy, which is the DCE. And we'll Birch. We need a heads with this Birch. Right now, in Tails. Alright. Okay. Alright, so... let me think about this. Well, regardless, we probably should have put the 2 energies on, or at least an energy on this Kyogre. Alright, so we will Super Rod, get back in, Primal Kyogre, a Zoroark, and a Water Energy. Alrighty. We will link Dive Ball for a Primal Kyogre, putting that down. Alrighty, and we will use Tidal Storm. Yes. Alright, so Tidal Storm, do it 150. And we'll move 1, 2 energies onto this Kyogre. Press done. And it's going to hit for 210. And this Shaman's as well is going to be close to a knockout. It has 20 HP left. So what we can do next turn is hit any kind of double energy. And we can knock out this Kyogre and the Shaman. Now, my opponent can knock us out this turn. He needs a Stadium and a Strong Energy. There we see Sycamore, and let's see what does he get here. Discards a bunch of stuff. Discards a Full Art PCL. He knows what's up. He knows if you play PCL, you have to play Full Art. And let's see, what does my opponent do here? If he doesn't have a knockout, we win regardless, because we can snipe this for 30, snipe this for 30, and take the win that way. We see a Scorched Earth. And he already touched a Fighting Energy there, which is good for us. A Scorched Earth comes down as well. And we see Scorched Earth just drawing 2 cards. Unless he has a Super Potion. Trying to think of ways he can heal his Pokemon right now. A Super Scoop Up. But nope, a Gaia Volcano only doing 220, which is not a knockout. And on to our turn. We top deck the Rough Seas, but we will use the Tidal Storm, knocking out this Primal Kyogre, or Primal Groudon, and doing 30. Oh, we got to move 2 energies. We'll move into this Kyogre. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. And we will knock out this Landorus and the Shaman. And wow, him putting down the Shaman is a great card for us because right now we're taking 4 prize cards in 1 turn. Alrighty, and that's the power of Primal Kyogre. We actually beat a Primal Groudon deck, which is like very funny because 2 Primals fighting to the death, basically. Alright, but we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. That game was pretty exciting, though. Alright, well, yeah, we'll see one more game with Primal Kyogre here in a second. Alright, we're putting a Supernova 51D playing a Dark Water Colors Steel deck. That's so many different combinations. Maybe it's Yveltal with Seismitoad and Jirachi. I don't know. Alrighty, we start Zora. We get a Trainer's Mail. And I don't know. We'll just see what we play against. Let's get 6 prize cards out. And there's a Smeargle, which doesn't tell me anything. We'll Trainer's Mail. And, okay, so we got an Ultra Ball. And with the Ultra Ball, we can discard a Birch and a Water Energy. And with this, we'll get out a Kyogre. Come to me, Kyogre. Put down the Kyogre. And we are going to Birch. If it'll let me. Okay, so put down the Kyogre and we'll Birch. I know some people are going to get mad that I'm saying Kyogre, but it's so much fun. Alright, and we get it. Okay, alright. So we can put down a Water Energy. Yes, I want to attach the Water Energy. Thank you. We'll Dive Ball for another Kyogre. Alrighty, we'll put that guy down, and we'll just end our turn. Now, next turn, we don't have that really good of a turn right now. I mean, we could top deck anything and be fine. We see a Skyfield coming down. Oh, buddy. Time to party. Floatstone goes down to Smeargle. Professor Birch. Oh, maybe the party will end soon. Oh, nope. Party's still going. Alright, 7 cards for my opponents. And we're going to find out together. There's a Toad coming down, a DC going down to Toad, and we might see a Quack for 30. We see a Muscle Band going to the Toad. And we see a Retreat into the Toad. And we see a Quack for 30. Alrighty. Oh, 50. I forgot he had Muscle Band. Alright, so on our turn, we get a DCE. No, we'll still just put a Water Energy on the Kyogre. We'll Hex Maniac. And we will end our turn. Next turn, we can send up the Kyogre and use Water Pulse for 30, putting the Seismitoad to sleep. And then maybe draw into some cards? I don't know. I'm still not sure what we're playing against. I call the Seismitoad. They see a Battle Compressor. Gonna discard 3 cards out of their deck, and maybe we'll find out right now what they're playing. Show me the meaning of what your deck is. Waiting to see what. Maybe he's looking to see what he's all has prized as well. We have a lot of outs next turn. Potentially, well, not really that many outs. Like 4 Sycamore, a Shaman. I saw the Shamans in the deck, so we were good with the Shaman. And they receive 2 Steel and a Fan Club, so some kind of metal deck. I was off, and they receive a Verse Seeker. Probably getting the Fan Club to get 3 basic Pokemon. I think it's 3 basic Pokemon. I should know. I played the card. Or it's a 2. Okay, it's 2. Bronzor and Hoopa. Wow, that's a cool Hoopa play. Alright, so we're going to see Bronzor. We're going to see Hoopa. And, okay. Oh, we Hex Maniac'd him. Good job for my opponent remembered, because I didn't remember that we Hex Maniac'd him. Alright, we're going to send up the Kyogre. And let's see. What do we top deck? A Lysander. Ooh. I guess we'll Lysander Bronzor. And we will just... Oh, that's a Water Energy for our turn. And we will Water Pulse for 30, putting the Bronzor to sleep. But if he does get a Bronzong, he can wake up. And heads, he does wake up. But if he can't retreat this Bronzor and it stays in active spot, and he just lets it pass, we could potentially Water Pulse it for a knockout. There we see a Aegislash, we see a Hoopa. Gonna get 3 Pokemon down, and let's see what he gets. Maybe, did he play, like, Tyrantrums? Does he play Tyrantrums? Giratina? So many different options that can happen right now. So, Dialga, Shaman, and Shaman. Weird that he got 2, but it's whatever. We see a Dialga come down. We see a Lysander bringing up the other Kyogre. We see a Shaman drawing 2. Alrighty. And does he find a way to retreat this bronze or not? I mean, regardless if he does or doesn't, we can. I mean, we can't really do much. We're gonna see another shaman for one. Man, this makes me really not want to put down the rough seas because we have two shaman targets. We see a Bronzong coming down. We can see some Metal Links. Not only that, it's a Pokemon League Bronzong. And we see another Metal Links probably going down onto the Dialga EX. Yep, onto the Dialga EX. And okay, so past my opponent on to our turn. What do we get? Oh, water energy. Yay, water energy. Alright, well, we don't really have that many options, so I guess I'll put a water energy on this bench Kyogre, and we will pass. Alright, on to my opponent's turn. Where are our stuff? I don't know. They're just chilling right now. And we see an Ultra Ball, going to discard a Sycamore and a Skyfield. Getting out of Zora. Oh, he's playing the other Zora. Okay, what does this one do? Scratch for 10, a nasty plot. And there we see a Metal Link's going to put a Metal Energy on that bench Dialga EX. I would imagine so. Alright, so Metal Link's to the Dialga. We see a Steel Shelter, and he's going to get rid of probably double Shamans and Hoopa. Yep, alright. And he discarded a Sycamore, so hopefully he has another supporter in his hand. Because why would you have discarded a supporter if you didn't have a supporter? Okay, so there's Sycamore discarding a Verse Seeker. So my opponent has plenty of Sycamores, whereas we don't have any. What's going on, Pokemon? Help me out some. Can we please get something? And we see a Headringer going to our Kyogre, which is great. We see attachment to the Aegislash. And our turn. What do we top deck? A Sycamore. Alrighty. Well, we can Trainer's Mail. Get out a Water Energy. Put that one on this Kyogre. And we'll put down the Rough Seas. And we will Sycamore, discarding a hand, drawing 7 new cards. Alrighty, what do we get? Well, there's a link. So we can Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore and a Water. And with this, we can get out a Zora. Alright, yep, we'll get the Zora out. We'll Zora, Floatstone, Dive Ball for a Primal Kyogre. Okay, we'll put a Spirit Link on the active. And we'll Primal Evolve the bench one. That's a good turn. I don't know what else. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn. Now let's see what my opponent gets. He needs a Zoroark and a Floatstone. He's already attached one to this Miracle, so he probably has one left in deck. Or just play an AZ to pick up your Bronzong. That can work as well. We see a Toad come up in the active spot. We see a Bronzor coming down. And probably just a Quake Punch for 50, but we have the Rough Sea, so it'll only do 20. We see a Metal Energy going on to Dialga. And a Quake Punch, but if we can get that Zoroark, we can stand in and retreat to this Primal Kyogre. Let's see, what do we get? A Geovite Scheme. Well, we're just going to Sycamore. We don't really need that Geovite Scheme. And do we get the Zoroark? Oh, we don't. Alright, well, I guess we'll Rough Seas. And we will just Primal Evolve, and then we will double energy attached to the active. There's one. And we'll attach a second one, and we'll just end our turn. Alright, well, sadly we did not get the Zoroark that we were wanting. We know there's at least one in the deck. I'm not really sure how many there is in one. There we see a Zoroark coming down. Now, Aegislash can do 170, or the Dialga can do 170 max, which is not a knockout. There we see a Verse Seeker. Let's see what he goes for. He could go for a Lysander. Hopefully, I don't know. He probably won't go for a Lysander. Okay, a Birch. And let's see what he gets with this Birch. Come on, Birch. Be on our team, buddy. Don't let us down. And alright, Birch gave him 4 cards. And let's see, what does he get? Alright, just a Quake Punch for 50. And let's see, what do we top deck? Give me a Zoroark, please, Pokemon. That would have been a Zoroark, but we can't use Ultra Ball, which is fantastic. Alright, well, we'll just end our turn. And right now, the Aegislash can, the Dialga EX can still not knock us out, which is great for us. And there we see an Ultra Ball, discarding a Regirock and a Bronzor. Alright, so that's why he plays Miracle. I was wondering why he played Miracle. And I guess the Regirock is to help out against Manectric EX. Alright, we see a Sacred Ash going to shuffle 5 Pokemon back into his deck. There we see Hoopa, Bronzor, Shaman, Regirock. Alrighty. And we see a Sycamore. Wow, good job, opponent. You're having really good draws. Alright, we see a Floatstone going down to the Zoroark. We see a Battle Compressor going to discard some stuff out of his deck. And maybe he'll go for a full metal impact? One can hope, right? Like I said, it's not a knockout regardless. We're just hoping. We're just praying. And we just need a top deck. We just need a top deck of Zoroark. Or 2 water energies. And either one will work. We can't top deck 2 water energies. That would be cheating because we only draw 1 card. Alright, we just need a top deck something. We see a metal energy and a fighting energy can discard with the battle compressor. Alrighty, and we see a metal links, and let's see where this metal energy goes. I imagine to this Dialga EX. Oh, to the A slash, maybe we'll start pounding up the slash blast. And there you see a Quack and Punch, doing a good old 50. So he's up to 90. On to our turn, what do we top deck? A Shaman. So we're gonna put down Kyogre. We're gonna Shaman, draw 2. Come on, Shaman, don't let us down, buddy. And we get the Zoroark. Alright, party time! Alrighty, so we can stand in. We can retreat to the Kyogre, and we can start using some stuff. Alright, so we are going to retreat to this guy. We are going to use the Rough Seas. And we are, what, is that close to a knockout? It is. Oh no, it has 180 HP. Alright, we're good. With Tidal Storm, do 150 and 30 to each of these Pokemon. Alright, of course, we'll move 2 water energies onto this Kyogre. Press done. Onto this guy. Alrighty, so we're good to go. Alright, finally we're going. Even with Toadlock, you know, it takes a little while, but we got it. Alright, so on to my opponent's turn. He can use Rough Seas to heal 30 off this Toad. But whatever, we can still knock it out next turn if he decides to go with the Quake and Punch. If he brings up either one of these guys, we can knock out this. How much can Mind Jack do? 3, 6, 9, 12. We're going to see this guy getting brought up, and let's see what he decides to use. If he's got a DCE, he could knock us out with this guy. But nope, just a Quake and Punch, which I'm fine. So 50 damage. And our turn, we are going to Rough Seas. We'll attach a water energy to this Kyogre. And this guy is going to get knocked out. I'm 99% sure. So we're going to Tidal Storm for 150 and 30 to both these guys. And we'll move 2 water energies to this new Kyogre. Yep, press done. And we'll take our first 2 prize cards. Alrighty. So let's see, what do we get? We get 1, we get 2, and let's see, what do we get? A Primal Kyogre and a Rough Seas. Alrighty. Here comes Smeargle. And let's see, Mind Jack can do 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. It can do 130 right now. Unless he gets down the Muscle Band. We're going to see an Ultra Ball discarding a Link and a Shaman. Now, this Full Metal Impact can do 150, which is still not a knockout. He needs a Muscle Band, regardless, for the Zoroark and or the Dialga to knock us out this turn, which is good for us. That's what we like to see. And let's see what he gets with this Ultra Ball. Alright, so he's get the DC onto the Zoroark. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Yeah, that's not a knockout unless I'm bad at math, which we all know I'm bad at math. So maybe it's a knockout and I'm just not seeing it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Yep, that's not okay. Oh my goodness, a Giovanni scheme. Well, that's a knockout. Alright, well, that's how he's gonna knock us out. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Nope, that's still not a knockout, but there's a Full Metal Impact. That will knock us out. Alrighty, alright. So we're gonna see a knockout onto our Primal Kyogre. He's gonna go down 3 prize cards, but I think we're still in really good shape. Unless we whiff an energy this turn. We'll send up this Zoroark. And let's see what happens. On to our turn. There's a Mega Turbo. Alright, so we can use the Mega Turbo this turn. We need a Link right now. Alrighty, we're set up to win the game now. Alright, we should be able to... Do we have a license in this card, pal? Okay, we do. Okay, so what we can do is we can Mega Turbo onto this guy, of course. Yes. Alrighty, we will Link. We will Primal Kyogre. We're going to Ultra Ball just to thin our deck out just a little bit. We're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Flowstone and a Rough Seas. Like I said, just to thin our deck out just in case our opponent does decide to knock us out. Or not knock us out, like if he judges or Ace Trainers us or something like that. But we have plenty of outs next turn. We're going to retreat into this guy. And even though we're Headringer, we're still going to take a knockout this turn, do 150. Now... I mean, even if he has to, like, double AZ to actually, like, protect him from not losing next turn. Unless, we'll find it together. Maybe he has some kind of way to knock us out, but I don't think he can take 3 prize cards this turn. But we go down 2 prize cards, alrighty. And we get another Zoroark and a Professor Letter. Alrighty. We see a Zoroark come up. Now he could. Let's see. Megaphone, Headringer, Judge. That could be a way to kind of mess us up. That'd be definitely a way to mess us up. But right now, this Zoroark's not even taking a knockout. It's going to do 3, 6, 9, 10. It's only do 100 damage right now. It can't even knock out Shaman unless he catchers and Giovanni scheme. So we should be able to win this game. We get the first secret for Lysander. We can bring up Aegislash. We're not going to bring up Shaman. That's mean. We're never going to do that to Shaman. Why would we Lysander? That's a full Shaman too. We don't want to hurt him. That'd be very mean. I don't want to do that to my poor little Shaman. And let's see what my opponent will do. Will he find a way to defeat us? We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Bronzor and a Shauna. Alrighty. And let's see what he decides to grab here. I don't know. But this is definitely like the opposite of what I thought we were playing. I definitely thought we were playing like an Evital, Zoroark, Saizuto deck. But it's a metal deck, which we haven't really seen that much do perform well at Cities. But, I mean, with the Regirock, oh, there's Regirock. Speaking of Regirock, here he comes. And will this Regirock take a knockout? I don't think so. And there we see it. Okay, so there's the Ace Train I was talking about. And we're going to go down to 3 cards. And let's see, do we draw into a Verse Seeker or not? Alright, party time. Do we get it? And let's see, 1, 2. Oh my goodness, we have like every like option we could do. We can like DC the Kyogre. If he like puts down a Silent Lab, and so we can't stand in. Oh, Silent Lab doesn't shut down Zoroark. I don't know. We have we have such good outs. But there we see a Metal Links. We'll see a DC attachment. We'll see a what's that portrait called? Second coat, change it to a Fighting Energy, and we will see a Ununited Rock for 120. Alrighty, but next turn we can stand in, retreat to Kyogre, and knock out Aegislash and win the game. Alright, so Unyielding Rock doing 120. Our turn. We get a water. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not a knockout. Okay. I was going to like attach the Water Energy license of the Aegislash, but that would have been a misplay. So we'll stand in. We will retreat. And we are going to Verse Seeker for Lysander, bringing up the Aegislash, and taking the game. Alrighty, so there we go. We even had Trainer's Mail as well to win the game, or to help us out. So we'll bring up this Aegislash, and we will Tidal Storm for the knockout. Good game, buddy. And we take a win with Primal Kyogre. Alrighty, which makes me happy, because I really did like playing Kyogre a lot during States. So maybe we'll see Kyogre come back into the game. I'm not sure. If we can find out how to handle its Night March and Vestal Queen matchup, we'll be really good to go. Mostly just Vestal Queen. Like, Night March, not so much of a big deal. They need a lot of Night Marches in the discard pile. No! Mystery prizes went away. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 3,400 people, if I remember correctly. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.